Hi friends, MD Vegan. I'm making new ice cream. Well, spring is there, officially, and it's really getting warm again in Berlin, Germany. I think it's like in South California now, the temperature here. I don't know how long it lasts. We don't know these days. It goes up and down, who knows. But I like ice cream, that's for sure. And yeah, it's a banana ice cream, and that's my favorite ice cream now. So I can make just bananas. You have to process bananas, frozen bananas into an ice cream, you're happy. That's very nice, nice creamy. Can even make it more creamy, like what you're used to get from the shop. If you put some nuts in there, that's cool. And I have here walnuts. It's a fantastic combination with bananas. Yeah. But I have found that this is a very fat. So if you put too many walnuts here, just have not even half a cup, less than half a cup, and I have more than 2 cups. I will show you in a moment of the ice of the banana, the frozen banana. So don't take too many walnuts. My suggestion, you can take as many as you want, but I would say other nuts, like for example almonds or hazelnuts, to me don't seem to be that fat when they are in an ice cream. I don't know if that's true with the fat, but it tastes heavier when you take more walnuts. Much too heavy to be nice. That's how I felt it the first time. So now I try to take less walnuts and more bananas. Let's see if it works. Put them first in the blender. I think all kinds of blender would do, but try, You can also ground the walnuts, or you can grind the walnuts, or you can also buy walnut flour if you have that. I have never seen that before, but there is almond flour. You can buy that, different nuts flours you can buy in the shops, the groceries. I don't know walnut flour for baking. I don't know. But you can grind. If you grind it in a high-speed blender just for a second or so, it doesn't need to be perfect. The walnuts are pretty soft anyway. You see, just a second. That's how fast it goes. You see, this is what I have here. A little bit of walnut. It's mostly about the flavor. And of course the nutrients. Walnuts is one of the, all the nuts combined are super healthy and highly recommended daily. If you have it fresh without processing, for example, roasted nuts is a totally different story. It has to be raw nuts. Then nuts have a certain compound, an ingredient, a nutrient that keeps them from making you fat. Nuts are high in fat, high in calories, so you would think if I eat a lot of nuts, I get fat because of a lot of calories. That's not true. There are studies, big studies, they were, wow, really is that true? Yeah, big studies, they support the evidence that you can eat as many nuts as you want on a daily basis, additional to your regular food, in addition to that. And you still will not gain weight. You would rather even lose weight because they don't know the exact answer. But one possible answer they found so far is that in the nut, the raw nut, there is something that makes the cell of the body burn more fat. So the additional fat you take in with the nuts, that is more than completely burned. That's amazing. So you can't get fat when you eat nuts. Interesting, right? And then they have, above that, they have amazing health benefits, the nuts. So the fat is not the problem for the nuts, but for the flavor. And there's one fat in the nuts, in the walnuts. That's why they are considered the healthiest of nuts. That is called omega-3 fatty acids, a very famous nut. It's also here in the hemp seed. I have hard hemp. And they are already, you see, small here, the hemp hearts they are called, are very soft. And I put them into the bananas when I process the bananas in my food processor, fitted with the S-blade. I found it a perfect tool to make blitz ice, banana ice cream, and also with nuts or other ingredients you can put in there. Also cherries or frozen cherries or blueberries. You can make any kind of nuts of ice cream with that. So I put into this My bananas, here it is a lot. I mean, there's more than 3 cups, I would say. So much more than walnuts. Usually I would take 2 cups of bananas and a half cup of nuts. But here I have more than 3 cups and less than a half cup of nuts, of walnuts. Because as I said, to me it seems a little bit heavy. Yeah, with more. So first I put the walnuts in. First I put the bananas in, the bananas. And then I put the hemp seeds in. Show you again. That's a tablespoon or maybe 2. And that is that's the daily need of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are actually rare in the plant kingdom. It's in chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, walnuts, and some algae and some other plants, but not too many. So we have to be a little bit careful of how to get the omega-3 fatty acids. And that's also why this ice cream especially is so nutritious. Can be at breakfast even, or maybe at lunch or a dinner. I take ice cream as a whole meal. I do it sometimes when I like it. Bananas are wonderful. I love bananas. I always have them at home. Big fan of bananas. They're so inexpensive, so delicious. Can be in so many ways. I can prepare them. Wonderful. I love bananas. So, it's a little more. So, put it away. Don't need it anymore. So now I have the bananas, the walnuts, the ground walnuts, and a little bit of hulled hemp. Let's see what that happens when I process it into an ice cream. So one more word with regard to the food processor. The food processor is for me is so the best tool, because if I make an ice cream in the blender, in the high-speed blender, the ice cream melts pretty fast and you don't get the nice ice balls. You get a pretty runny ice cream. That's nice and delicious. You can still enjoy. But if you want to have a nice, with these here ice ball makers, then the food processor is the way to go. Blender dance? Okay. I have to help a little bit to turn it over. Here, that goes faster because the food processor, the blades, they push the bananas up on the sides. So to get it faster done, I just have to turn over. In order to save time, I quickly held one more time, because if it processes too long, it will also melt. So I will make it a little bit faster. That is a little bit tricky. Ice cream making with a food processor, the Blitz ice, you have to be a little bit tricky. Now that looks very nice. Looks like a perfect ice cream. But I want to taste it now. Last time, as I said, when I tried for myself, it was a little bit heavy with too many walnuts. Now let's see what happens now. Heaven. Ice cream heaven. That's the right way to do it. Oh, bananas and walnuts are a perfect combination. I have some combination that are really perfect. I would call perfect. And this is definitely one. And the hemp seeds together with the bananas and the walnuts, and I give it a really an exciting flavor. It's like a little bit like alcohol. Wow, that is really a hot flavor. I love it. Okay, I will show you now my nice ice balls here. Before it runs away, I have to be a little bit quick. Yeah. Otherwise, the ice cream is molten, and I have to freeze it again, or I have to eat it with a spoon, or to drink it, or to freeze it again. So yes, you want to see here. It looks like this is my ice cream. You see, isn't that beautiful? Do you want that? I can highly recommend. Try this hemp walnut banana ice cream. It's a delight. I gotta be fast now. I told you before. It runs away. It won't happen. I will eat it first. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. Send me your ice cream recipes in the comments of my YouTube channel, MD Vegan. Like my videos, subscribe. Thank you for watching, of course. And have another recipe every single day. And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. MD Vegan. Hope to see you soon.